Okay, so first impressions do matter, right? And people make their impressions about you very, very quickly. So you want to stand out. Career fairs have a lot of students in attendance. There are a lot of Brooklyn College students and alums that participate in our career fairs. So things that you can consider, dressing professionally, very important. You can wear a suit. If you don't have a suit, it's not mandatory. You can wear a button-down shirt, you can wear a cardigan. Just make sure that you look put together and professional. Because what does this say to an employer? It says that you are serious about your career and gaining experience, and you're respectful of their time and consideration. So smiling, showing your enthusiasm, incredibly important. One of the most important characteristics that we hear from recruiters is that they're looking for enthusiasm. This isn't something that they can train for you to have, right? So if you smile and you show up enthusiastically, you're already going to be miles ahead of your peers. And then have your resume easily accessible if they ask for it. Show your undivided attention. And what I mean by this is don't be distracted by something that's happening outside, or maybe, your sister that's walking in front of you in your room, if we're talking about a virtual career fair. So just be really mindful that the employer can tell if you're paying attention and you are engaged. So when virtual, keep your camera on. It's definitely somewhat awkward if you're speaking to an employer and they're trying to get to know you and you have your camera off. So if you're concerned about your background, use virtual background features. That's absolutely not a problem. Make really good eye contact. That's another way to show an employer that you're really serious and professional. And of course, use a quiet space. Be mindful of where you're going to be having these conversations. And then just, you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to use your elevator pitch. Really, your pitch is your introduction. It's really just kind of describing who you are and why you think you would be a great fit for this company. And then also in that conversation, you could share a couple of points about why you're so interested in them. Right? So your pitch can include obviously your name, your major, if you've declared a major. If you haven't declared, but you have an intended major and it's very related to the industry that you're looking to get into, or maybe the company, the topic or the area that the company focuses on, if you feel like your major is very aligned with that, then mention it. Share the position that you're looking for if that was easily identified online, and then why you think you're going to be an asset, right? What are your strengths? What are maybe some shared values that you learned about through your company research that you can share? What are some of your experiences, your academic work? Things that are going to connect to those of the company, right? But don't forget about transferable skills. These are skills that are transferable and can connect to any industry. So don't feel like you need to have exactly the skills that they're looking for. Think about the skills that you have that may be related. And then if appropriate, if you have enough time, ask the recruiter a question. Just make sure that the question that you're asking is not easily found through your research, right? So maybe if you haven't learned exactly what the expectations are of that internship, part-time job, then you can ask that. What are the expectations through this role? Or maybe you didn't learn whether you would be working on a team or whether this would be an autonomous role. Then ask that question. Really, the most important piece, again, is your level of enthusiasm and presentation. So you may not give your pitch to every employer, but you can use these talking points, right, to have a conversation. And remember that your pitch does not need to be perfect. You're not a robot, right? You don't need to memorize your pitch. You want to be natural. You want to be yourself and genuine. Very, very important. Okay, so an example pitch. My name is Alexa Rodriguez, and I'm majoring in television and radio. I've had a couple of years of retail experience where I developed excellent customer service skills. I know these skills are transferable to any industry. I'm very eager to gain experience in radio, which is my passion, and I'm currently working for the radio station on campus as well. And I'm very excited to apply for your internship opportunity. So your pitch doesn't have to sound or look exactly like this. Every pitch is going to be a little bit different because you're unique. So make your pitch your own and just target it to the company that you're speaking to.
Make sure to check out the My Career tab on the BC Navigator app, where you can track your career progress based on the amount of credits you've earned, stay updated on upcoming events from the Magner Center, and watch our videos for insight and advice on your career field.